right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. I wanted to do a quick reaction to the big fight last night that went down at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Naoya Inoue, the super bantamweight undisputed champion, defending all of his titles against Ramon Cardenas last night. And man, let me say something. That fight really delivered last night. I ordered the Fatal Fury card. I ordered both pay-per-views. You guys know they had one on Friday, and then they had the one on Saturday. And I'm going to say Naoya Inoue's fight, him and Cardenas, their fight outshined any fight on that Fatal Fury card. Now, I enjoyed the Fatal Fury card, but, there was some fights on there that was lacking. I will admit that. But the thing that bothers me the most, probably like a lot of you guys, is that it was the free fight that outshined the fights that you actually paid for. So hats off to both of those fighters. They put on a great performance last night. The crowd was just behind both of these guys. And like I said, I want to take my hat off to both of the fighters. Now, first of all, let me congratulate Naoya Inoue for improving his record to 30-0 last night. He stopped Ramon Cardenas in the 8th round last night, but it wasn't an easy win, guys. A lot of people was expecting this fight to be an easy win, and you just never know in the sport of boxing, man. Just because we think one way doesn't mean that's going to happen. You don't know what that opponent is going to bring to the table. You don't know what he has in his heart. And I'm going to say Ramon Cardenas fought his ass off last night, and he dropped Naoya Inoue in, I think it was round number 2, with a left hook. And it just reminded me of the first time Naoya got dropped in that fight with Luis Nery. I think it was the first round. It was the exact same punch. And I talked about, I think in that video, how he needs to tighten up on his defense. That has been his Achilles heel, laxing in defense, leaving his hands down, being open for a shot. Now, to his credit, he made the adjustments that he needed to make in the fight, and he stayed away from that left hook. And let me say this, man. Cardenas, he's a good fighter. He fights behind a high guard, but he will punch with you. And he was punching with Inoue in that fight. And he seems like he was hurting Inoue at times, in my opinion. So, Inoue, let me say this. The thing that I noticed about Inoue is that not only does he lack defense at times, he gets laxed, he's not a very good inside fighter. He fights great mid-range, but fighting on the inside, that's where Cardenas was doing his best work, and that's why he was trying to stay real close with Inoue in the fight. Now, mid-range, Inoue was doing his thing, guys, throwing beautiful combination shots, going to the body, and I think eventually that's what broke Cardenas down. The volume punching, because he seemed to take Inoue's punches very well, but the volume of the punches coming in, the quickness, the athleticism, eventually it caught up to him. He wound up getting dropped in the 7th round, and then in the 8th round, Inoue just teed off on him in the ropes, and the referee stopped the fight. Some people think that was they shouldn't have stopped it, but me personally, I think, eventually he was going to go down again, and that was going to be it. But I thought it was a solid fight, solid performance from both of those competitors, and I was highly entertained by the fight. Now, let me say this, because I hear a lot of criticism of Inoue, and me personally, I really don't understand where the criticism is coming from. Yeah, I don't think he was exposed. I think fighters have flaws, and you can learn from your flaws. And he did. He made the adjustment in the fight. But people saying that he's a hype job, I can't really rock with that. Here it is. This guy is a 2-time undisputed champion. He's a 4-division champion. Really, you can put him on the same level as Bud and Canelo Alvarez. Sure, he fights at the lower weight classes, but he's accomplished just as much as those guys. And I'm going to give him his props, man. No matter what, people may come down on me for saying it. I think the guy is a great fighter. I think he will be even greater. Now, whether or not he's going to move up to 126 after being knocked down for a second time, I don't know. I know he needs to go back to the drawing board and work on some things. But what fighter doesn't? He seems to lack, in defense at times, but he knows how to make adjustments. I think he should learn how to fight better on the inside. I noticed, like I said, he was susceptible to the uppercut, fighting close up. It's just little things that he can tweak as a fighter. But the guy has done a lot in the sport of boxing, and you can tell he's a student of the game. So I don't have any issues with him. I want to see him more, fighting more in the U.S. I want people to get to know him more here. I think he can be a big star here. You saw the way the crowd was responding to him and Cardenas last night. Great fight. Great fight in my opinion. I don't have a problem at all with it. But anyway, just wanted to give my take on it. You guys let me know what you think about the fight. Did you enjoy it? Were you surprised when he got knocked down? Do you think he should go to 126? You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.